as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Ohio Valley Couponer, and welcome to another day of Vlogmas. Vlogmas day number 5. I believe this is going to be the 5th day that you guys see. Yes, I am super excited to be sharing another follow me along. Lots of fun stuff on this vlog. One of the best bin store hauls of my life was today. Yes, I had such an awesome haul at our local bin store, which if you're not familiar, if you didn't see my Vlogtober videos, the bin store is such an amazing place that my town got this year. Basically what it is they get a bunch of like returns and stuff from Amazon, and it ends up here at the bin store. Like they buy these big pallets and then they dump the items into bins, and then you dig through the bins looking for stuff. And today everything in the bins was $2 plus tax, and if you use a card it's a little fee, so it comes out to $2.21 with tax and everything. But guys, you get such unreal stuff. So they have stuff from Amazon, but they also, sometimes, it does not always work out this way, but they actually had stuff from Target this week. A lot of stuff from Target. So like the Threshold brand stuff, Room Essentials, a lot of books from Target. So like Target, like books that they had, electronic items from Target. So there was a lot of Target stuff there this week as well. A lot of office supplies, as you'll see. It was just such a good week at the bin store, and I loaded up, not even gonna lie. Between my mom and myself, because we did just, do it together or whatever, it was 27 bin items. So it definitely was a lot. But I'm so excited. So I'm going to show you guys my bin store trip and my haul. So let's take a look. All right, guys, here are the items that we grabbed at the bin store this week. And this was a big week. We got a lot of stuff. It was amazing, though. And yeah, all the Target stuff is so, I love that. We don't even have a Target in my town, so the bin store is typically the closest we get to that. And so it's really cool to see some of these things, because Target's expensive. I mean, Target's ridiculously expensive on a lot of, especially their household stuff and things like that. So to be able to get them in the bins for $2 is just amazing. So yeah, let's go on the line and show you guys this stuff. So on this bath set, so it comes with a shower curtain and the shower hooks. This was in the bins for $2. I think it was $2.21 with tax and the fee for using a card. So $2.21 for that. That's amazing. My grandma, she was wanting a new tablecloth, so this was $2.21, and this clock. She needed a new clock. That was $2.21. I picked up this notebook. I mean, I don't love the cover. It's kind of weird. I don't really care for skunks, but if you do, you'll be really happy with the cover. But I just like the notebook. I like, the size of the pages and things like that. So I thought this was good to have. So I went ahead and picked this up. This is a good quality notebook. So I'm excited about that. So that was $2.21. Also, my mom wanted this table runner, so we grabbed that for $2.21. She also wanted these gloves for $2.21. What else? These Expo Vis-a-Vis dry erase markers. Or I'm sorry, wet erase. They're not dry erase. That's important to notate. I really like the wet erase ones, because that way if you run your finger across it or whatever, it won't smudge. It shouldn't smudge anyway, but it's not supposed to. It's only supposed to come off if you use water. So this actually comes with 7 of those markers and a microfiber cloth for $2.21, and we actually use this for our calendar on the fridge and stuff like that. We'll write appointments in and stuff. So that definitely is useful. So grabbed 3 of those. I could have gotten way more of those, but yeah. So got those. And then the Zebra mild liners. I mean, this is insane. These are so pricey, and they had them at the bin store for $2.21. Craziness. Also got this, what is this? Zebra Doodler pens, dual brush pens. These were also $2.21. Awesome. I got this book for one of my family members. It's a book about miracles and testimonies and stuff, so I thought that would be good. Also got this Lysol air sanitizer. This is a Lysol disinfecting spray kind of deal. This was $2.21. For disinfecting spray, it is really hard to get deals on that. And for the name brand Lysol, I went ahead and threw it in. My mom got these cat toys that they had, and she also got these Hearth and Hand coasters. It's a big set here of coasters for $2.21. 5-piece marble coaster. I mean, those would have been so expensive at Target. So that was excellent. Most of this is my stuff, honestly, guys. Not even gonna lie. I got this oversized mouse pad. This was really cool. is like my desk, my business, and that's the truth because my desk is always a mess, but it's my desk, so my business. So I thought that'd be really good to have. It's an oversized mouse pad, so I'm excited about that. What else do we get here? I got this toy. Have like a box of baby stuff, so like if a baby shower comes up or whatever, like someone at work was having a baby and my boss was like, oh, you have a little baby shower or whatever, and you know, everybody, if you want to bring gifts in, you can. And so I had a box of stuff that I've gotten for really cheap of baby items, and I just, you know, would add stuff to it, and when the time comes where there's a baby shower or whatever, there you go. So I grabbed this. It is a Miss Rachel like toy thing, and for $2.21 I thought it was really good. I mean, the Miss Rachel stuff's really expensive like at Walmart, so it was like good find there. I got this for my cousin's son. He'll love this. It's a like race and play car, and his favorite color is red, so he'll be super excited about that. I think everything else. Oh no, my mom got this basket for $2.21. I actually got a winter coat. Unfortunately, that was not in the bins. That was just, you know, what it is, but it was like $25-something, which isn't too bad for a winter coat. And then I just got a bunch of books, actually, for the kids in the family. So, I did get this Paw Patrol, or my mom actually picked this one, but the Paw Patrol Magic Ink. This was $2. And then for books, I got my cousin's son this Sticker by Letter Trucks book. I thought he would like that. Kind of was like a craft kind of book for Christmas. I'm trying to do one of those for each of the kids or whatever, so I got that. I got this book, You Will Always Belong, and I'm pretty sure these all came from Target. I'm pretty sure. R is for Robots, You Are Fantastic, and then A Moving Story, because my cousin, Katie, I'm going to give that to her daughter because they just moved again. So I thought that she might enjoy that. But anyways, guys, this is the bin store this week, and it was incredible. This bin store haul this week was so awesome. I am super stoked. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing that. You'll have to let me know down below. Do you guys have a bin store in your area? And if you do, is it as good as mine? Because I've seen a lot of people say like, oh, my bin store is not as good as yours. And I will say, I've only been to like, so this bin store has a couple different locations. I've been to 2 of the Bin Mania locations, which is the bin store in my area. And I've been to another one out of town, and it's good, but it's not quite as good as the one here. So I don't know. We're just really blessed with a great bin store, I guess. If you guys have one like that, like ours, let me know down below. I'd love to hear about it. And fine since you've got it at the bin store where you're at. So yeah, but now guys, I got a DoorDash shift, but I did a really good DoorDash shift actually. But I went out, and did a shift. And with my life being pretty busy with my other jobs, I do Ohio Valley Couponer, and it's really been picking up. This time of year, it definitely picks up with a lot of stuff to talk about, which I love. I would much rather have a bunch of deals to talk about than none, because, we go through those slowdown times and there's not as much to talk about. But right now there's been lots of stuff to talk about. So I've been loving that. So I've had a lot going on with Ohio Valley Couponer. And then I also have my medical billing jobs as well going on. So there's just very busy, but sometimes it's nice to go out and do some gig work because it's not me staring at a computer screen. It's not me, typing on my computer for 8 hours or whatever, things like that. It is, something different. And so sometimes I like to go out and do it, especially when the weather permits. You're going to catch me out there in a snowstorm or anything like that. But when the weather permits, sometimes it's nice to do some gig work. So actually, it worked out so well, blew past my expectations. The goal was like $70 for 3 hours, and we smashed that. I mean, we ended up staying out, another hour or so, but we way surpassed our goal, our hourly, rate. Way surpassed it. And so this was such a good one, so I want to go ahead and share it with you guys. So let's take a look at that gig work shift. Started out here with a super easy Buffalo Wild Wings order. It was for $6 going 1.3 miles. Really easy order. I was nervous it wouldn't be ready because Buffalo Wild Wings tends to be on the slower side in my area, but it was there. I was ready to go. So, perfect. Got that Buffalo Wild Wings dropped off and made a quick $6, and it took like 5 minutes. Like, literally, it was so easy. Next one I grabbed this McDonald's order. It was $8 for 5.3 miles. Pretty good, and the drive's super easy. It's actually pretty much highway miles. I mean, it's like a country road, not a lot of traffic, things like that. So it was really an easy drop-off. So did that, and coming back, into town where the restaurants are, it was about 3 miles or so. So this one doesn't look great on, at first glance, $5 for 5.4 miles, but really, it was like 3 miles to get back to the restaurant, so it was really more like $5 for 2 extra miles. So it was pretty decent, so I went ahead and took it. After that was this Mizzou order. It was for $8.50 going 3.6 miles. That was a really good one, actually. So got that Mizzou order, and is actually dropping off at the local axe throwing place in town. So dropped it off over there. And then next up was a little adventure, and this was really crazy. Took this Uber Eats order. It was for $27.09 going 16.1 miles. It actually was a little bit less than that because I got that order when I was at the axe throwing place. It was a couple of miles from the restaurant, so to go to the restaurant and pick up. However, I got another order on DoorDash that was literally going and literally was going to have to go right past this road or whatever to take the Wendy's order. So it's for $14 and some change, 9-point-something miles to get King Garden. And so that whole stack, it came out to $41+, which was incredible. So good. Next up is this Hothead order, $7.25. It says 9.2 miles, but that was still coming back from the Wendy's order, which I was literally still 6.31 miles out from Hothead. So this was super easy. And then I took another stack. So I actually got a Walgreens Instacart order. Haven't done many Instacarts in a while, but I got this Instacart order for Walgreens. It was $8 and some change, $8.98, 9 items at Walgreens, and it was going just a little bit past the Hotheads drop off. So it was right by Walgreens. Hotheads was right by Walgreens. I was able to knock this one out. It did take a little bit of extra time because they ordered this acid serum stuff, and I had such a hard time finding it. I had to actually do a replacement. But I got those 2 orders dropped off there, and so it was really nice to be able to stack those 2, one on Instacart, one on DoorDash. It was really nice to be able to stack the 2 since they were going in the same direction. Instacart actually turned out being $9.45, so I made a little bit extra from there. And then I went back to Walgreens yet again because I got a DoorDash order. It was for $7.75, 2 items, 5.3 miles. But again, it was a couple miles out from Walgreens when I received the order, after I was coming back from dropping off the last orders. And it sounds like it's this really far distance, but there is this road in my town. It's called Frazeysburg Road, and a lot of people order in that direction. It's only 5 minutes or so out of town, and it's highway miles, 45, 55 miles an hour. It's not a bunch of traffic lights, so it's really an easy drop off. But I picked up these items. They're literally right here in the same aisle, some Pedialyte and then some mucus medicine. This one sucked though because the customer said they wanted to hand it to them, but they just ignored me and wouldn't come to the door, and DoorDash makes you wait for 5 minutes before you can leave, so that was fun. I called, I texted these people, I knocked multiple times, and they just refused to come to the door, so that was just lovely. So I just had to stand around and wait for 5 minutes. I got back in my car at one point, but I had to go back up and take a picture, so lovely. But anyways, after that, the orders just stopped, honestly, so ran to Walmart, got something we needed, and while I was in there, I actually got an Instacart order for Kroger for $30.57, going 4.3 miles for 18 items. This is the kind of order I've been waiting on. This was amazing. Loved it. So they just wanted some bananas, some bologna there, some Nichols bread. They also wanted the Little Debbie cakes, which, smart people, those are so good. They wanted some hamburger and hot dog buns. They wanted some cream cheese, some margarine there. They wanted some eggs, and they wanted some chocolate milk and some regular milk as well. And then they also just wanted some Tyson chicken, and they got some drink mix there, and also some juice, and then also several different 12 packs of pops. So that was awesome. That was so easy. That was incredible. That was the best one of the night. So awesome. All right, so total earnings for the night was $124.11. Worked not even 4 hours, really close, but not quite 4 hours. We'll just say 3.95 hours, making our dollar per hour rate $31.42, which is insanity. Now, drove 66.6 miles, so that is, quite a bit of miles, especially with the whole, trip out to the middle of nowhere, having to do that and then come back. But the stack worked out really good with getting the King Garden order that was literally right on the way there. It was insane. That worked so well in this. But anyways, after all that, the dollar per mile comes to $1.86 per mile. I would rather it be $2 or above per mile, but close enough. And all in all, a very great night. So $27.09 was from Uber Eats, $40.02 from Instacart, and $57 from DoorDash. So a great shift. All right, guys. So we ran to Staples to do a couple of Amazon returns or whatever. And I just had to point this out. So literally the markers we got today over here at Staples, I think 7 came in the pack we got today, but at Staples they have this 8-pack for $16.99. So for $2.21 for 7 or $16.99 for 8. I mean, that's literally insane. Guys, I think I'm going to grab these blue light glasses actually. They're $9.99, so they're kind of pricey. However, I spend a lot of time on the computer for work, and you know that's probably not so good on my eyes, so I thought it might be good to invest in one of these. So for $9.99, I'm gonna grab it. It says it's for kids, but they fit fine, so I don't see why it just says. It says like for kids, but they seriously fit me just fine, so I don't know, but I'm gonna get them. Seriously amazes me that these apparently are making a comeback, because I have seen these at several places. Like, do people really do this with the era of phones? Do they use regular cameras and develop film and all that? Like, I don't know. Do you guys do that? Let me know in the comments. If you guys need filler paper, Staples has a bunch of them for 46 cents. Pretty good. This is interesting. They have 46 cents here for this outlet keeper. So I guess you somehow use this like to wrap up cords. That's interesting. And then they have cable clips. These guys are 46 cents too. So yeah, I always like to check the clearance when I come in here, because sometimes they have some really good stuff. I mean, not always, but they definitely have a lot today. Anyways, guys, so actually going to go ahead and be a wrap on this Vlogmas. I really hope y'all did enjoy following me along, seeing what we're getting into. And make sure you come back tomorrow, because we're going to have another one every night through December 23rd, 7 p.m. We're having a vlog. So anyways, guys, that's all I got. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for
As they walk from house to house.